Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Because we actually managed to pull dupes for once, God bless the heroes banner, we're going to be testing out the new Limit Breaker SSJ4 VEGITO at 55%. We did pull 2 dupes, so I'll do another video with the dupes in, the same with Rose as well. And we're going to see how they do, how they fare up. So we are actually in red zone against Cell to really test him out. I will put his entrance animation at the beginning of the video just because Global doesn't have the voice lines. I'll put the JP one in there. I thought maybe we could have got the voice lines this time around just because Vegito is a English character as well. Like he's dubbed. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Of course, the rotation we are looking for is with the Fizz Vegito, who of course also does have an easy A. He hasn't easy A'd yet. I have a few more stages to do before I've actually finished the easy A. I've been really busy today, so I will get on that. But 55%, we're starting with 344k attacks, that only 170k defense. However, because of the entrance animation, we do have a 30% chance of performing a critical hit and a 30% damage reduction for 6 turns from his entry. So right now, we're going to have our 170k defense, along with 30% damage reduction, while starting with key +3, attack and defense plus 200%, then 150% attack and defense on super. 7.7 million is actually pretty good at 55%. And a 5.6 mil crit, tanks double digits immediately. Immediately. And that's with type disadvantage. That is with type disadvantage. So at 55%, Limit Breaker SSJ4 VEGITO is still packing heat. He's still cooking. So not only does he get all of that, he's also getting 100% attack and defense and a 70% chance of launching an additional super attack when there is another giant 8 power or crossover category ally attacking in the same turn, or enemies under the same categories. Now, obviously for this, I've literally packed the team out with giant 8 power and crossover category units, just because typically you're going to be using heroes and crossover units anyway. The only giant 8 power unit that doesn't belong on both are these two. But even at 55%, Vegito is still packing. He's still cooking. Like, I'm not surprised, but he's still good. Like this actually might hurt a lot. 7.7 million damage at 55% is still really good. Like really good. Especially when you consider the amount of damage reduction this man has as well. Like I've seen this man tank Zamasu really well. Not sure how many dupes, we're going to find out ourselves when I use them. But I've seen a clip on Twitter briefly of this man tanking exceptionally well. And this is at 55% with type disadvantage. Now we already actually have his active skill, and to be fair, his active skill conditions are really good. Like can be activated when all allies attacking in the same turn, or crossover, which naturally you're pretty much going to do anyway, unless you go for a full giant 8 power team. Turn 3 with a full crossover rotation takes no time at all. Like we have it already, which is great considering how extreme we've gone with short form content. We're not going to use it just yet. To be fair, all it does is greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage, and then all attacks become crit. So I'm not going to do it just yet. But the fact with just the full crossover rotation, you can get this out by turn 3, with the way content is gone, is really nice. Turn 6, however, because it's an either or condition, and the first condition is so good, I don't mind it so much. However, turn 6 is pretty much the end of a fight, or depending on what team and units you're using, the fight's already done. So it's a shame on that front, but because it's an either or condition, I don't really mind too much. But we do have our full proper rotation you want, which is these two together, this guy in slot 1 with the easy A. As I said, this guy isn't easy age yet, almost level 10 links though. And we're just going to let the rotation play its course. We're just going to let the rotation cook. We're cooking with fire. We're throwing seasoning in there. He's being supered. So how much is he going to tank right now? 130k ain't bad. Do you know why that's not bad? Because he hasn't super attacked yet. He's missing 150% attack and defense on super. Oh, the double. 8.1. Again, 8.1 on 55% is still nice, considering he just done 7.7 prior to that. And critted on both. Because not only that, Limit Breaker SSJ4 VEGITO is also getting a chance for a crit quit plus 40%, hence why his crits are so often. And damage reduction by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are giant 8 power or crossover category characters. Which again, that's the only units you're going to be running him with. Just because naturally crossover and heroes units, they have that condition tied to pretty much the majority of their passive, or like the best parts of their passive. So naturally you're going to run him with that. And then of course the giant 8 power one's quite nice as well, especially with LRSSJ4 Goku now being on global, the year 7 SSJ4s. Is the year 8 SSJ4 Vegeta and GT Goku on there as well? I actually don't know. I'm actually going to check that, because I actually don't know. Surely not, right? Because it's GT Goku. Yeah, no, they're not on there. But of course, the big one is LRSSJ4 Goku that literally just came out. So it's not even like it's difficult to kind of do that rotation either. So at 55% with his full damage reduction, he's still cooking. Like, he actually doesn't really need the dupes. Is the dupes nice? 100%, because he means he's doing a ton more damage, along with the additionals. You know, his frequent crit chance, while tanking so well with all that damage reduction, like 60% is a lot. Like, a lot. But don't forget, at 55%, this man only has 170k defense. Maybe, obviously, a little bit more once he super attacks, but typically, because a lot of the heroes units are kind of built for slot 2 units, apart from a handful, he's going to go in slot 1 with all of that damage reduction. So if he gets super attack like he just did last turn, he's not going to have the extra 150% attack and defense. So that's 177k defense in those realms with just 60% damage reduction. And he's just chilling. I still have 2 dupes to put into this man to see how he does. Which is just kind of crazy to me, because he's doing so well. But let me pop this active skill, and let's see what type of damage he's doing. Once again, I'm probably just going to throw in the Japanese one, just because, again, it just makes sense. In fact, yeah, no, the active skill's going to have voice lines, obviously, but I'll just throw in the Japanese one. Fortunately, Global does lose out there, but again, he's doing so well. We have 426k defense right now. Why do we have 426k defense right now? Wait, oh wait, doesn't Gohan support? Damage reduction. No. Why do we have so much defense? I'm really confused why we have so much defense. Why do we have so much defense? I'm not sure. But for some reason we have 400k defense. Oh, no. I think I know what's happened. Because we used his active skill, did we just trigger his additional attack and defense that he gets? Maybe. So maybe he has 400k defense or in those realms once he super attacks, which actually at 55% is really good. And of course, it's just more double digits. More double digits. And don't forget, once we put dupes in, not only do we have the 70% chance he has built in, and he's getting 30% every time on his attack, every time he supers, but then because of the dupes, we're going to potentially be able to super attack 3 times. So that's 3 times that we're more than likely going to crit, which means not only is Vegito tanking incredibly well and working really well with such a good EZA in SSJ4 VEGITO, who just got us killed, but not EZA, so it doesn't matter. But he's going to be doing a great deal of damage, not only because he can super attack 2 turns naturally, 3 times with dupes or skill orbs, but the fact that he also has a 70% chance to crit on all of those super attacks as well, which means he's doing a ton of actual good direct damage to the enemies. because his entrance animation lasts for 6 turns, and because of how short content is nowadays, that's pretty much the whole fight and maybe then some sometimes. So it's perfect. But 55%, he's really good. Dare I say he's probably one of the best performing heroes units I think we've ever got. Even at 55%. But you can let me know your thoughts down in the comments of how you found Limit Breaker SSJ4 VEGITO at 55%, and let me know how good you think he is. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care, have a good rest of your day, and peace.